So Gemini 3 is out, and this is a superb update, but nobody is talking about the really important things, at least not for creators. So if you are a creator, if you're making videos, if you're making content, the update that Google Gemini has made is going to be massive. Now, of course, everybody is showing you how it can make all kinds of apps and coding and all that stuff. People show you all kinds of stats. But let me show you actually how this can be useful for videos and content. Okay, so let me share with you my screen. Now, Gemini 3.0 just released. It was released yesterday. So basically it was such a big release that even the CEO of ChatGPT, OpenAI, Sam Altman, has congratulated the Google team for releasing Gemini 3. Now, that's something. When your competitors are congratulating you, that means that you have done something right. Now, if we take a look quickly at the stats, I'm not going to waste too much time on stats, but we got to take a look. These are the official stats, and as you can see, here we have Gemini 3.0 Pro, and they are outscoring Gemini 2.5, their previous model, as well as Claude Sonnet 4.5, which is an absolutely good model, and GPT 5.1. This is the brand new ChatGPT that just came out a couple of days ago. And yes, they are, at least in the tests, in the benchmarks, getting much higher scores. And the most prestigious, most difficult exam is called the Humanities Last Exam. It's an academic reasoning test, and they scored really high on it. They scored the highest by far between all of these models. So that being said, stats always look nice, but what are the real life applications of this? How can you and I actually use it? So if you're a creator, then I'm going to show you something that will blow your mind. Okay, so we're going to do this together, and let's see how good it actually can be. So now Gemini 3.0 can actually read your videos. So you can take a piece of video, upload it to Gemini, and it will not just understand the text, but it will understand the complete visuals, and it will understand also movements. So for that, you can do this in a couple of ways. You can take a YouTube video and upload it, or you can take a video file and just upload that. So let's take a look if it's actually going to deliver. So I'm going to go to Gemini, and Gemini, I have the Pro subscription. And basically, if you are on the free plan of Gemini, then you might not get yet the 3 Pro, so 3.0 Gemini. Maybe you are still getting only the 2.5 version, but slowly they are rolling out the update also to the free users. Now, if you are using any type of Google Workspace, if you're paying for your email address, if it's a business email address and you're using the Google Workspace, then you have Gemini included, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, it's going to cost you $20 per month for the Pro version, and a bit more for the Ultra version. I think something around $200. We check that later out. Now, they are saying that you can actually add videos to the interface. So let's try to add some kind of a video. Let's go on YouTube and let's see. Let's take this image. Let's take this video. And let's see if I just copy the link, insert this link, and let's take a nice prompt here, analyze, let's see. So let's write in a nice prompt. Analyze this video, identify the 5 most engaging high energy moments suitable for YouTube shorts, and for each clip give me the exact timestamps and explain why it is viral. Okay, we are on the thinking. This is very important, and let's see what it can do. Now, I haven't tested out this if it's a YouTube link. I only tested it with uploading videos. So you know what? Let's do that also. You can easily download the YouTube video. You can just go to a site on Google. Just Google download YouTube video. Okay, and you can download one. Now let's add something interesting. Polar. I want to use something where the subject is moving, right? I want to see some movement, if it actually can understand movement, not just images. So let's download this YouTube video and let's feed it into Gemini. So let's see. Like this should work. Okay, let's download this one. I don't want to take a big I don't want to upload now a large video because I don't know how much time it will take until it processes, and I want to be respectful of your time. Okay, so we got our first result based on my analysis, how to create realistic pictures of yourself using AI free by the creator. Okay, clip number 1. Oh, it already selected the clips. Let's see, timestamp 0 to 59. Yeah, obviously this is an actual YouTube video, so the creator took the time to make the intro really good. So that's definitely gonna be a highlight. Okay, this section shows before and after stuff. Okay, stop paying for professional photographers, do this instead. Okay, that's very interesting. Why it's viral? Instant gratification, high contrast, visual gap between the amateur selfie and the pro AI shot. Creates a wow factor that encourages retention. It's really interesting. This is already pointing at the visuals. It's not just, okay, it understood the text that was spoken in the video. No, it understood the visuals, and this is huge. Okay, the free hook, nice. Okay, let's see the second clip. The secret sauce. The prompt reveals, okay, timestamp looking for a segment, likely 4 minutes to 6 minutes, where the specification prompt is pasted into ChatGPT Gemini. What happens? This is the meat of the tutorial. Wow, this is very interesting. Yeah, actionable value. Okay, so I can see that, for example, if I have a long video, now I pasted in a 7-minute video that is pretty well done, pretty well cut. But if I'm gonna make a video, a podcast, a long interview, I want to get the best shots. And you know what? You could go ahead and watch the entire interview and just cut at the right moment, or you can just feed it into Gemini and let it do the magic. And I think it's going to be able to do a good job. So this is already clear. This is very, very useful for creators. Now, another important thing. Let's see if it can understand the stuff that we upload to it. So I'm going to take our polar bear video and just upload it right here and tell it to, I'm going to dictate, identify exactly what is happening in this video. Tell me also about the movements and the camera position, and any additional detail about the video. Now let's see, because this is different. Now this is an upload, and I'm looking forward to see how fast it can process all that, because this is basically a 54-second video. Let me play the video for you. So, as you can see, a nice polar bear is walking, and then it's rolling around on the ice. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Okay, let's take a look. So let's also compare it with what's happening. So it says from 0 to 02, the video opens with the WWF logo. Nice, of course. Then a large adult polar bear is walking slowly across the flat sheet of sea ice. It's walking from the right to left. The landscape is overcast and gray. So, yeah, we can see the bear walking from the right side to the left. Like this means it's not just able to read the image, it's able to read the video, the motion, the movement. And I think this is fantastic. The bear stops walking, it lowers its head and pushes its nose and face into the snow, sliding forward slightly. It then collapses into the front legs and drops its shoulders onto the ice. Now think about it. For example, if you would like to make a narration for this video, all you got to do is upload the video into ChatGPT. Upload the video into Gemini 3.0, and it's gonna give you all this, and based on this you can just make a nice narration, and we could actually do that. We could actually do that easily. Okay, the bear rolls onto its back. It wiggles vigorously, kicking its legs and rubbing its back against the snow. The bear stops. The bear stands up on all fours. Let's see. Okay, and it's back on all fours. So, the walk. The bear has a slow lumbering. Okay, yeah, really nice. The roll, the shake. Let's see the camera. The camera position and perspective. Angle. The camera is positioned at a low angle, roughly eye level with the bear. Interesting. Yes, you could say it's eye level with the bear. Your stability of movement. The camera is handled but relatively steadily. It pans horizontally and tracks the bear as it walks left. No aggressive zooming. The frame remains medium wide shot. Wow. Audio clues. Throughout the video you can hear rapid fire clicking of the camera shutter. Let's take a listen. And you can hear the rapid fire shutter sound of the camera. And that is amazing. Environment, context. So there you have it. Now Gemini can perfectly read your videos. All you got to do is upload it, and there you have it. You have your own documentary if you want, and it's gonna be so much easier to edit. So how would I use this? If I shoot a video, an interview, I'm talking mostly about interviews and long form videos. The most important part of a video is the first 10 to 30 seconds. Maybe even the 5 first seconds, especially on short form videos. So then it's very difficult for me that on a long 1 hour video, I need to go and watch the video once, that's 1 hour. Watch the video maybe twice because I already selected a couple of shots that seem good, and then think, okay, what would be the best shot to start with? And that's gonna be a challenge, right? Not anymore. If you're using Gemini, it's gonna help you a lot on that aspect. Good. So the next step is the next experiment. So Gemini has released something called Nano Banana 2 or Nano Banana Pro. Basically, they already had this. What is Nano Banana? This is their image generation, image editing app. And it's included into Gemini. So I'm going to do a little test with it and see how well it's editing my images. So let's go to Gemini. And we're going to open up a new conversation. In this case, I just want to keep things clear and simple. And first of all, you know what? We could generate an image, but I'm gonna just download an image from the internet. So sedan car, something, let's see, let's take this, let's take this BMW. It looks pretty nice. I right click, copy image. And this is a trick, you can quickly paste in stuff like this and just paste it in, and it already understood the image. I'm gonna click on create image. Like this has this is kind of like a tool, so you can enable tools also from here. Gemini has a couple of included tools, and we are selecting now the create image tool. However, it often automatically selects the right tools for you. Okay, we're gonna check. We are on the Thinking with 3 Pro. Perfect, we keep that. And I want the car to change. So let's see, I made a couple of prompts here. So let's say we want to make the car a bit more ugly because it looks too good. Now, take a look at that car. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Nice BMW. So let's change the color in it to yellow. And it's not going to be a yellow submarine, it's going to be a yellow car, I think. I'm really curious on how this is going to work. So as you can see, we have Nano Banana Pro, and in the previous version we had Nano Banana. And it already was working well, so this was already a good tool. But Google has massively upgraded this tool, so I'm really curious to see how well it will make the switch. Oh wow, wow, that's amazing. I mean, this is amazing. Let's put these two side by side. Actually, I like the yellow version now. I couldn't have imagined that it would look this good. Like, and take a look at the details. I mean, the reflections, the light, everything is there. Wow. It understood that this has to stay. You see, this is a signal light on the mirror, and it was able to figure out, okay, this line is the signal light, let's keep it. Wow. Let's see if it kept the scratch. You see, there's a scratch. It kind of took out the scratch, but you can see the reflection. There's another car here. The car is still there. Wow. So now when you are buying a car and you cannot decide between the colors, all you got to do is take the picture of the car, upload it to Nano Banana, and now you know. And it even washed the car. It looks like it washed the car. Yeah, we don't have the dirt here. This is amazing. Okay, let's play a little bit with it. Let's see what else it can do. Let's see, turn it into a convertible. Let's see. And I want to see how fast it works. turn it into a convertible. This is seriously a useful tool. Imagine using Photoshop and trying to get this result. I mean, Photoshop definitely has some new AI features, and I use it and I like it. But to get this, I don't know how I could have done this color change. Okay, you ready? Wow. Wow. So it made it into a convertible. Wow. Let me check something. Where's the wheel? It's on the right side. Okay. And it kept, you see, it was able to keep the interior color. It read that it has this white, beige, light brown interior color, and it kept it. Wow. And even the shape of the, wow, this looks amazing. It's just, and even if you take a look, the lighting, everything looks natural. So I would not be able to tell that this is an AI modified image. Obviously they add this little bit of little watermark in the corner, but very easy to take out. Okay, amazing. Let's see another test. One more and then we move on. So yeah, let's see, put it on the moon. Let's put this car on the moon. So you see now everybody's talking so much about the AI coding part, which is fantastic. We're gonna get to that and touch on it. But there's so much more in this update, and there's so much useful stuff that I think we have to cover these things. It's a very interesting time to be alive. Let's see, it's on the moon, or BMW is on the moon. Okay, finally I see some issues. Can you type in the comments? What do you think the issue here is? Well, it understood that if it's a window, then it has to be transparent. Okay, that's nice. It has shadows. It added shadows. But what I can see that in the reflections, we still see some kind of plants here, some trees, and I still see another car here. So if I want to be super nitpicky, yeah, okay, the reflections are still there. Let's take a look. But even so, it understood that, okay, this part is gonna disappear because in the background we have the moon. Wow. Anyway, I think this is a very good result. Let's redo it. So you can easily redo the image by just clicking the redo button. There was it. Now it's done. Anyway, until it redos, let's check our other example that we're gonna cover. Or let's wait a couple of seconds. Let's go. Let's move. Example number 3, generative UI. So now we're gonna generate a kind of it's gonna be kind of a code, okay? It will look like it will generate a mini website for us in Gemini, and I wanna illustrate an mRNA DNA string, and I want to make it move. I want to be able to move it with my mouse. Let's see if we can accomplish this. So let's go back to Gemini. Let's see. Okay, this is the second attempt. Okay, so there you can see there are some issues. This is no longer a convertible car, but the windows have some funkiness going on here. It looks like it cut out the rest of the back of the car. So okay, we do have some limitations, definitely. Yeah, Good to know. Okay, let's open up a new chat and paste in this. Now, in this case, I'm not going to use the image creation tool. And right now, I'm not going to use anything else. Show an MRI with an interactive 3D model. Let's see if I only add this much. What will it understand? Will it create for me a code? Like, let's see what it's thinking about. Source, visual aids, investigative transcription, basic, clarifying transcription. It's trying to figure out what I want. Now, since Gemini just launched, the third, Gemini 3.0 just launched, I imagine that a lot of people are testing it. So, even so, I think it's pretty fast. Like, we are real time at this moment, and I think it's working pretty fast. I mean, you can imagine how many servers Google can have. So, so I don't think it's writing a 3D model for me. Yeah, no. Let's ask it to make it. Let me dictate. I want this to be a 3D model that I can move around with my mouse in my browser, and make this in some kind of a code, so I could embed it potentially on my website. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so yeah, I'm not a big coder, definitely, but let's see if it understands. Because if you think about it, this is such a basic prompt. I didn't give him the coding language, nothing. Like, it's just raw as it gets. Anyway, let's wait until this is gonna do its thing. But oh wait, it's already doing its thing. So it's producing for me a HTML file here. It's explaining how I could embed this. I don't want to embed it. Let's ask it the following. I don't want to embed it. I want you to visualize it for me. Can you visualize it right here in our chat? Let's see. Oh, it's trying to make the image for me. I think I made a mistake here because there is a tool called Canvas, and high quality vision. Here are two views, overview of MRI, close up. Let's see if I add the Canvas function now. You know, this is what happens when you do live streams and you're doing experiments. Okay, it let me add the Canvas function. Let's ask him again. No, what I want is that here in a canvas you execute the code and help me see how this would work, so I can preview it right here. Okay, now it understood it. So, very important thing, you need to enable Canvas if you want to use code and visualization. Oh, okay, this is nice. So this is the code, and let's see. We're gonna get a preview. Oh, that's nice. I'm really excited because I've seen people do all kinds of things with it, produce all kinds of games. But you know, when you're making a video, you might want, what's that? Okay, this is nice. And take a look, I can move this around. Cartoon mode. Oh, I like this. You know what? Wow, I can zoom in. I didn't even tell it that I want this. And scrolling with my mouse, I can zoom in. You know what? Let's change this into the human anatomy model. I'm going to dictate this. Change this entire model into a human anatomy model, displaying the organs, the internal organs, and the skeleton. Keep all the functions the same so I can control it with my mouse. This is really exciting. So we could create this and then embed it on our website, and there you have it. So this would have so many useful practical applications. Okay. I mean, I'm so excited. I want to wait until this finishes. Let's see. Interactive anatomy viewer. Let's see. Is it working on the code? Yeah, it's working on the code already. Wow. Come, work faster. We're live. Anyway, so let's see what other examples I have. We're gonna wipe code then a bridge, very interesting model. We're gonna create another one, but let's see this one. We got it. We got yeah okay. Yeah, okay. Well, you could say these are the line. Hey, look, I can select them. The left lung, right lung. Interesting. Well, okay. The heart, the liver, the stomach, intestines, skeleton only. Well, organs only. I would say this is good for the first attempt. Now I would definitely just prompt it, okay, make it realistic, make it anatomically correct and all that stuff. But for the first try, for one sentence, to get this, and look how I can move it around. Like if I would have to pay for a developer to do this, it would cost a lot of money. And yeah, then I can ask it, okay, how do I embed it on my website? And it's going to give you the exact steps. Good. Let's do another one. Demo, generating a 3D scene in a couple of seconds. So we're going to build a visually stunning bridge. Let's open up a new chat. And let's use our canvas this time. Build a visually stunning photorealistic 3D voxel simulation of the Golden Gate Bridge using 3.js. I have no idea what this is. I used actually for this prompt also Gemini to give me some good ideas. Include volumetric fog, a slider for the time of the day, and 400 cars driving across. And make sure that this is made inside this chat so I can visualize it here without having to embed it on my website. Let's see what will happen. Okay, now it's gonna keep on working. And while this is working, we will take a look at what's our next topic. So another interesting feature that the Gemini has is that it has a deep research ability, right? It will be able to do a deep research and find information that is correct, and based on that we can generate our video scripts. I used actually a lot perplexity for this exact strategy. So it went out and searched the web and browsed maybe 500 websites on a certain topic that I want to research, and then it gave me the research back. But you can use now Gemini 3.0 for that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Looks like we got here something. Fix something went wrong. There's a problem when running the code. Fix the error. Okay, so as you can imagine, like the thing that I asked it to make that visualization, I would say it's quite complex. But what we have already is a time of the day slider that is done well, but it made some kind of an error in the code, and now it's auto-correcting its own error, and I want to see, is it able to actually correct it, to actually do the stuff that I asked it? We'll see. Yeah, definitely it's worth trying it out, play around with it and see what it can. Okay, now we have something. So okay, these are not actually cars, but I would say that for a couple of seconds of work, this is a really good model. So if we change, you can see the sun moving, the shadows, and I can move this. Wow. This looks amazing. You know what? I'm gonna just push it a little bit more. The model is very good, but I want you to make the cars look more realistic, and the bridge should also look photorealistic. Keep everything else the same, the physics, the movements are perfect. Let's see. Anyway, so you know what? We're gonna do a deep research while that happens. While it's doing the coding, we're gonna do a deep research. So I'm gonna use this prompt and we're gonna make a really interesting script. So while this chat is going on, I'm gonna open up a new one, Gemini, because why not? I'm gonna paste in this chat. Act as a lead researcher for a Vox-style documentary. Use deep thinking to research the collapse of the Roman silver economy. Find historical turning points and write 1,500 words script. Right? The tone should be investigative, indicate where B-roll should go. Okay, so here is a very important aspect. Click on tools and make sure that you check deep research. Okay, now at this point it looks like we could add different sources, but I'm gonna keep it at Google search at the moment, and you could even upload documents right at this point. So let's do that. Let's execute it. Okay, while that's happening, let's go back to our bridge and let's see, did it? I mean, not really. It didn't make it more realistic. No. Switches, remesh, lighting. Okay, let's prompt it again. This looks to me exactly the same. I want a photorealistic look, or as close to it as possible. Think of GTA 6. I want that level of details, or as close to it as we can. Let's see if it understands my reference. Okay, let's see what the research is doing. So here's my plan to tackle that topic. Okay, it has a plan. Investigate the foundational role of silver of the silver denarius in the Roman economy during the Pax Romana. Blah, 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 blah. And then here's the plan. You could edit the plan. It explains all the stuff that he wants to do. And let's just start the research. Okay. Let's see. Refining the framework. Well, you know what? If we only get this level of quality for a prompt for just a couple of minutes, I say that this is already a very good result. So, but who knows? I just want to push it a little bit and see how good it can be. Okay, something went wrong. Let's see what happened. So you could show the console and try to fix it yourself, or push this button and it will auto heal. It will fix itself, probably. Okay, so let's see our research. Okay, now this is very interesting because you can see it's crawling to dozens of web pages, Wikipedia, and many other websites. And this is the difference, that instead of asking it, okay, write me a story about this specific area in the Roman Empire, it's actually going out and searching for documentation. So it's not just using its own memory, but it goes out and searches exact documentation. So, for example, when you want to write a study or you want to write a documentary script, you want to be precise. You want to make sure that you are keeping the facts as they are, and you want to make sure that the Gemini avoids any kind of hallucination. So that is why it's much better to use this deep research feature. And as you can see, it already crawled 88 websites on this topic. So you can imagine how much time would it take for you to do that. And it's even watching YouTube videos on the topic, reading Reddit posts on this topic. Wow, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. Like, this is the way you can produce so much more, so much faster your videos or your research. Okay, let's take a look at our example. You know, actually, I think we are getting closer. Of course, these are still kind of boxes, but they look a bit more realistic if we look at the size of them compared to the bridge and the way they move. These move, at least they are moving in two separate lanes. Okay, so definitely we're far away from realism, and I'm not expecting to wipe code GTA 6 in 2 minutes. But, you know, you just want to make sure that you push the envelope a little bit and make sure. Okay, we have here's something more realistic. You see the lights now are showing up as 2 dots when I switch to the night time. Let's see, add Gemini features. What else? Anyway, okay, this is good. I think we're doing well already. Let's see. It's about 50% done with the deep research. I think we are well above 100 pages and 100 posts that Gemini has just went through. Wow. Okay, what else? Let's talk about the thumbnail rescue. Maybe you have an image, maybe you have a thumbnail and you want to change the color of your shirt. Right? Maybe you have these pajamas on and then you want to turn it into a nice leather jacket so you look a little bit more manly. Yeah. Okay, let's switch over to Gemini and let's open up a new conversation like this. enable the create image tool. And you know what? I'm just gonna upload my thumbnail. And let's say that instead of my blue shirt, I want something else. Instead of my blue shirt, I want to wear a black leather jacket. I'm really curious if it can execute it, because I'm sure that if I would say, okay, just change the color of my shirt, it would do it like that. But I want to push the envelope a little bit. Let's see how well it understands stuff. Finalizing jacket integration. I actually have a jacket almost identical to this. Wow. I am very impressed. Wow. The sleeves, this looks amazing. And even my hand, my other hand is being shown here. Wow. You see, here I have my hand. Wow. Wow. Gemini Nano Banana Pro is just amazing. So this is a significant update, and I'm quite blown away. The research is still happening in the background. While that's happening, let me tell you about something. If you want these prompts that I'm using right here, I'm going to give them away for free. You can download them. They are in the AI Creators Club, which is a community where I teach all my secrets on how to use AI to create content, videos, images, and all that good stuff. And you can join. The link is in the description. Plus, you're going to get a lot of my prompts and a lot of my courses, because we have classrooms that are covering many different fundamental topics. Now, on another note, I've also prepared for you 100 ChatGPT prompts. You can use the ChatGPT prompt also in Gemini for business video content. So these are hooks, intros, and scripts for your videos. Okay, if you want to make video content for your business, this is gonna help you, so you never run out of ideas. Download it. The link is in the description. You can get that for free. Now, if on the other hand you want to create content with AI, we have built the AI Media Machine. And the AI Media Machine is basically a collection of 12 professional apps that create videos from images, that creates scripts from a title, from a script. It creates an entire video with a voiceover, with captions, and all that good stuff. So you can quickly create these short form videos without being on camera, without spending too much time recording videos. And we have a thumbnail maker where you can use a face swap feature, which is really useful. We have a talking avatar tool inside it, so you don't have to be on camera and you can have somebody talking in the video. The voiceover generator, the ebook writer that generates entire ebooks and the covers. We have a content multiplier. We have the logo generator, the music maker that creates really good, really nice songs. Let me show you. I like them. I don't know how you can hear it right now, but I like the sounds. The trending keyword finder for YouTube, so you always know what type of videos you should be focusing on. And also the top offer finder. And this is really important if you want to get affiliate commissions, if you want to find products that are worth promoting with your videos and you get high commissions, and I show you what products are paying the highest commissions and what products are actually converting. Okay, so long story short, you can try this out. Basically, the pricing is very simple. It's $37 per month, but the first month is only $1. So basically you can try everything out for $1 for 30 days. The link is in the description and you get access to all 12 apps. Now, if you on the other hand feel like, okay, nice, you need videos, but you don't have the time to create the videos, we have also a service where we create the videos for you. Okay, the link for this is also in the description. You can take a look and will help you out if you need videos and video content. Good. Now let's go back to our example on Gemini and let's see what it has created for us. So we have, first of all, we have all the documentation here, the sources, and let's see what we got. Roman silver economy collapse, the entire script. Production Bible, the silver hemorrhage. Wow, the title is pretty strong. An investigative dossier on the collapse of the Roman monetary system. Confidential research reports for production team. Okay, interesting. So it's giving me indications for the production team. Senior historical research, blah, blah, blah. Summary, section 1. The baseline, the engine of the Pax Romana. I'm not going to read all of this, but it looks very comprehensive. Good. So there we have a basis for a script. You would read it, of course, and then if you want, for example, to turn this into an actual video, well, you can just hop over to the AI Media Machine. And there we have this tool. This is called the Script to Video Generator, which we recently updated. And you could add in this script, and it will generate the images and the animations for you, and even generate a voiceover. So you, for example, got the script, put it in this tool, and it's churning out the videos for you. Okay, we made it so that it's as automated as possible. So you don't have to mess around it a lot. It's generating the stuff for you. The link again for all of the links, all of the things that I show you are in the description. So with that said, now you know all the new stuff about Gemini 3.0 for creators. I think very few people actually cover these things, and I think they are so important. Now, with that said, thank you so much for your time. Thank you that you stayed here and watched this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.